Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah, and I'm a psychic reader, tarot reader, a witch, and many more things. And today we're doing a channeled message that you need to hear right now. Something that is evolving, something that is turning for the better. And just to clarify and give you some signs that you can look out for to know that this reading is for you. You might be seeing a lot of feathers, bugs, like all shapes and sizes. Bugs in areas that are not normally in. They're not normally in. Then you can look out for beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises, just sun in general. Sun symbolism is a big part of your evolvement. I don't know if I said that correctly, but okay. You know what I mean. What else? Spirit. I feel like this sense of calmness, everything is about to calm down. I feel like you're more in peace. And this could literally be a sign that everything is going in your favor. Because whenever we are not like when we're trying to manifest and we're not so worried that the manifestation is not going to come, when we feel peace and we feel at ease, this is when the manifestations are really coming because you're letting go. And I feel like you're at this place where you just feel at ease and at peace because you know it's coming. You also, I hear something about you being really fast. Maybe like, oh, I get it. It's about you shifting energies. It's about you transmuting energies that are sent your way into something that is right for you, something that is more aligned with you. And I feel like you're going somewhere new. You're embarking on a new journey. Sorry, I just blacked out for a moment because my husband is walking in and out. So that could literally be a sign of someone walking in and out. It could be you, like you could go through new doors. You could go onto new journeys, new things coming your way. Maybe you're finally getting a key to something. This is just a message I got right now. You would like, as you're walking to all these new doors, you never had a key before. But I feel like this is the time that you're finally getting that key. You're finally will be able to walk through that door. And I hear no more waiting. I feel like right now you're probably feeling like you're in that limbo. You're like in that waiting period. And you're like, you feel like you just need to wait on something. You just need to, like, just one more step, and maybe that's the time that I'm gonna get it. And I hear something about it, like things won't ever be the same. Like even as you're walking towards this new journey, you're probably still feeling like, oh, I'm scared because what if the things that I want will go the same way they always did? But the good thing is that they're not going to be the same. They're not going to go the same way. They will shift. And like I said before, you're transmuting the energy. You're shifting things. You're making things out of nothing. Energetically, I mean. um, and you're embarking on journeys you've never been on. And that's why, because you're embarking on journeys that you've never been on, that's why everything is shifting. That's why everything is changing. You're doing things that you never done. Like, even if you tried something before, you didn't do it this way. Like, for me, this goes for my YouTube channel. Like, let's just give you an example, okay? This goes for me as my YouTube channel. Before, I started so many times. I wanted a YouTube channel, but I never thought to myself what could actually be my niche. And right now, my path is cleared, and I finally see that this was my whole life. I would do this that I'm doing right now, like um, sending messages, doing tarot, being who I am. Like, I remember, like, as I was younger, I remember being this super I gave great advice, and people always praised me for it. Like, I didn't know how I knew those things because I never experienced it myself. And everyone was like, how do you know if you never experienced it? You cannot know this. But I just did. And as I'm like thinking back now, I feel like, because that's who I really am. That's who I was my whole life. I was psychic. I just didn't know it. And that's why all of the places that I was in didn't fit, because I was different. I was literally different than everyone else. And I feel like you're that kind of person as well. You are not matching, like, you're not aligning things um, the way you used to. You're not fitting into places that you used to. You're moving past it. You're moving away from it. And that is this like amazing thing, because you're growing in a way. And you're like seeing yourself for the first time in forever. You're seeing yourself for who you really are, which is like a beautiful thing if you're like really like take your time and look at it. You don't even notice, like, I hear that you don't even notice how amazing you are, how like things that you are doing like for yourself and for everyone else are making your life and everyone else's lives better. And you don't see like those um, shifts. You don't see them as you should see them. You maybe notice them, but you're not like celebrating them. And the spirit is asking you to celebrate the moments that you have. I feel like this message that I have right now was somewhat the same message I got like a video before this one. And because I'm going on a vacation, I'm pre-filming this right now. Um, just so I can post something while I'm on my vacation. But I kind of lost my thought. That happens a lot. I guess spirit doesn't want me to ramble. Okay. Well, yeah. And here again, you're going on new journeys. Maybe things you've never thought you will be at. Like, you're as you like as you if you look at your life from like the past version of yourself point of view, you would probably think, wow, I did something here. I evolved. But as you're looking like at yourself from right now, you don't notice the things that you already did, how far you came. So they're asking you to slow down and to really take in everything that you've gone through, everything that you took on, everything that you experienced it, and really lock in, really notice how evolved you are, and that you don't need any more improvement, because it feels like you're still that kind of person that is trying to improve things. Well, let's say for me, it could be like about my skin. Constantly on the lookout for new products to fix my skin. I know that, but I just love. I feel like skincare is for me self care, so that's why I'm doing it. But in a way, I am trying to fix it. So maybe try look like less of fixing yourself and more being grateful for what you already are, because you are amazing. You are incredible. You just have to see yourself through the eyes of your younger self. Because if you're young, 11:11 on the clock. If the your younger self would see you right now, wow, they would think. I can feel your younger self just like giggling and jumping up and down, being so grateful of how you're taking care of them, because they never felt as seen as they do now. They never felt that they could share their story in the way that you're doing it right now. And I feel like a lot of you could be like some kind of artists, or like even content creation is like one of the big things. Astrologers, I don't know, like you could be even a tarot reader, as all I know. But no matter where you come from or what you are or you call yourself, you've done the healing. You took yourself on a long, long journey, and you took care of yourself while doing it. You were your own therapist, in a way. I feel like a lot of people are going to therapy to like heal themselves, but you did all those things by yourself. You like this is a thing that you see as a curse is actually a gift. So the thing that you thought, oh, I'm over analyzing things, you saw that as a curse. But it's not a bad thing, because you see people for what they truly are. You see yourself and you say take accountability of everything you do. You're not doing things for just the sake of it. You always wonder what I can improve to make things better. But I feel like right now you're at the point where you've done the healing and you don't need to change anything no more. Just stop for a moment. I feel like stop for a moment and think to yourself, wow, look at me go. Because honestly, you've never done that before. Maybe for a quick minute and you just moved on. And now it's the time to actually do it. To actually took yourself to places where you've always wanted to go. Even if that means traveling, even if that means going on a different route when you go for a walk, or drawing something you never drew, doing something you always wanted to try. Do more of those things. Because those things are like the reason um, that the things are the things that gonna help you fill your cup. So you can give more to other people than. Like as you're giving to yourself, you're filling your own cup, and then you're like ready to give more to others. And if you're not filling your cup with the right things, the things that you actually want to do, not the things that you think you want to do, then things won't go your way because you're giving away too much energy, the energy that you don't have. And that's why like in the past, you felt tired, you felt drained because you gave too much of the energy away for free. For the people that just siphoned your energy, just they took it as their own and they transmuted it into their own good. But now you're done because you're setting boundaries. You're becoming who you really like, who you always meant to be. And that is like the biggest protection that you could ever put on yourself. This is the biggest like protective shield ever. This is like, I would say also, some of you could be like witches and you could literally cast protective spells all over you. Or you would just pray for protection. You would just ask for protection from God or gods, whatever you believe in. You could literally do a lot of that. But all you had to do is set boundaries for you to be protected. At least for the energies that are coming in willingly, like without asking you first. Though, like a lot of energies, we're here to just siphon your energy, and now they can't get to you anymore because you're being your authentic self. You're being who you really like, who you always meant to be, like who you were born to be. I hear a lot, like I hear something about you weren't in the right places before. So as you're like trying to go through some doors, the places that you were in were not the right one, like fit for you. And so they were not right for you. I just kind of lost my thought. I don't know what spirit help me get the thought back. I just lost it. They're saying anyway. Okay, we're moving on, I guess. I feel like the thought is gonna come later in life, like later through this reading. Um. So yeah, is there anything else, Spirit? Life will be simpler. That is what I hear. Life will be simpler. I don't even know if simpler is a word, but more simple. They're saying more simple. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Life will be more simple than it was. So yeah, you were finally going through the right doors because I got my thought. Because before you went through the wrong ones, and those doors, like those pathways, were full of bullshit people, like the people that didn't want the best for you. But now, as you're like letting go of those kind of people, letting go of beliefs that you put on yourself, something that you've been holding so dear to yourself and thought that this is you, you let it go, and now you're like finally ready to walk through the right doors. And I see you like turning the key to the door and just walking in and being super amazed because you didn't thought that this is actually going to happen, is and it's even more beautiful and even more in alignment with you that you thought it will be. I feel like something completely different than you expect will happen. Something with alignment with you, something that is more right for you, something that is more in peace. I feel like you've been manifesting things um, that you thought are right for you, but the universe, spirit, whatever you like believe in, knows that the things that you're manifesting are semi like okay for you, but they're not like what you truly deserve because they see you how improved you are. They see you how like magnificent you are, and they want to give you something even better. They want to give you something that you didn't even think of, because you don't know everything. That is the fact. Universe knows better. Universe got you. Here's They got your back. They're finally ready to give you that present. And I see you opening that present and jumping up and down, like your inner child that we were talking before is super like content and happy, and they're just like grateful that you took care of them and they can finally experience the life that it always dreamt of. Like even when you were born, your soul knew what they want, like it wants, but you were just conditioned, and with the self like beliefs of others, like even the beliefs of your ancestors, that something should be done in this way. But you always knew, like deep down, you always knew that this is not the way. This is not the way to go. So you choose another path. And every time you chose another path, a new path opened. I see you like also timeline shifting. You're shifting timelines very quickly, like jumping from one to another. And that's why you feel like one day you feel drained because you took that jump, and the next day you feel energized. And then you feel drained, and then you feel energized. But they're saying that you're almost over with the uh, time timeline shifts. You're almost over with the timeline shifts. You're like at the end. Like you're just like maybe two more jumps and you're there. You're that close. And then your energy will be constant. It won't go and come. It will be here to stay. Which is a beautiful thing, because I see you having like so much energy that you can finally do things that you never thought you could, just because you had so much energy. You are doing things that you once like only dreamt of, because you were like, how should I do that if I'm like so super tired? And now you have the energy to like fulfill all those things. You're like amazing. And I feel like you're also like I hear something about taking a test and scoring it really high. You got like a really good test score. And this is like not literal. It could be, but it's not literal. It's clearly something a spirit wants to say, that you took a life test. And like maybe even the journey, that everything that you had to like embark on this journey, everything that you had to go through on this journey, um all the traumas, or all the healing, and you are finally ready, because you took this final test and you scored so high, and now they're ready to like jump you out of it, ready to like, I see a rocket like just exploding into the air. They're like ready to explode you, and for people to see your true worth. The worth that you already see in yourself is gonna be outshined. It's gonna be shining outwards, and people will notice, and they will see how magnetic you are. They will see how truly powerful you are, and they will see um, they will see things they never saw in you. They will never see the things that they saw in you. Even the people from the past, they will be coming back asking you, how did you do that? How can you like have this, when like a few years ago I knew you and you were like super lame? Like a lot of people that you knew in the past are already like watching you. They're already like noticing you, and they're thinking, how is she doing that or he doing that? How are they doing that? And the good thing is, you don't have to tell them. You don't have to tell them. They don't have to know everything. You could if you want to, but I feel like for right now, you have to be shush. You have to be really careful on who you talk to, on who you tell things to. And you're most of the time when you want to tell someone, you will feel in your gut if you want to tell them, if you're not going to tell them. You don't have to keep everything to yourself. This is not clearly what I'm saying, but it's clearly not something you want to tell everyone. Just keep it limited, telling people that you're actually trusting, telling people that you actually know that are going to support you, not the people that are going to, that they're going to put you down. And limit. I hear something about limiting intake. Maybe limit the intake of things that are not good for you. Limit the intake of food that is not good for you. Limit the intake of friends that are not good for you, of the energies around you and your home. Limit the intake of whatever that means for you. Maybe alcohol, maybe watching, scrolling, whatever. Just limit the intake, and everything will be fine. Things won't always be the same. They will skyrocket. And you won't even be like ready when it happens. Well, you will be ready. It's not like you're not gonna be able to do it, but you won't expect it to be happening as quickly. You won't be like you don't expect it. You think that this thing is gonna take forever to come, but they're saying it's coming sooner than you are thinking. So if you're thinking like 3 months or 4 months or like till the end of the year, it's coming faster. I feel like at the end of September, you could be like somewhere, like if you're watching right now, uh, it could be somewhere like till the end of September, or if you like watching in the future, like two months, or yeah, 2 months or three for some of you, 2 to 3 months, it could happen. It's like this is like a big collective, so I'm picking up on a lot of energies, and I still also hear something about standing still in your energy, standing still in the things that you are doing, maybe trying not to rush things. Take one moment at a time, and you will get there slowly and steady. I feel like that's the message, right, Spirit? They're saying yes. So, yeah. So you can also find me on TikTok as Crystal Witch Shop, and I'm also a business owner, so you can also find me on Etsy. I'm selling like witchy jewelry, crystal jewelry, crystal like sprays, oils, something like for everyone. So make sure to check that out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.